Hey everybody, I'm Bridget and I'm making that 70s show basement in miniature, and in this episode I'm going to show you how you can put together the old vintage couch that goes inside the basement with all of the duct tape, all of the cute little details. This is a 30-minute video, so you can make your own little couch just like this for any dollhouse scene. But don't forget to subscribe. I'll show you step by step how I built this scene and all of the accessories. And you can use any little couch to complete your project, so don't worry about that. You're gonna have a lot of fun. So let's get into it. Here are some of the tools that I start with. Some scissors that are for cutting fabric, some scissors that are for cutting cardboard. The fabric ones just mean I only cut fabric with them. Here's a little couch I'm going to use that I'm going to convert into the one from that 70s show. Some thin foam, and let's see, what else do we have here? Easy cutter, my favorite tool, and some hot glue. We'll need some fabric, but we can get that later. And we're going to start out with basically tearing apart the couch, taking the cushions off, taking off all of the fabric. I'm going to leave the fabric on the cushions for now, but you can see this process can take you 10 minutes, 15, depending on how tough the glue is on this. I had to pry mine out with scissors, but taking the couch apart is part of reupholstering it and making it look like the one from the TV show. So the glue was a little bit tough on the back, but we were able to get it off. It broke, but we can glue this back together, and it was kind of tricky, but we're getting there. Looks like it's flat on the top, so we're gonna have to use the easy cutter and cut the top off. But it's a little bit tricky, and it seems like it's like a cardboard. So it's not a wood sofa, it's layered cardboard. So I had to score it with an X-Acto, and make sure you're careful and you have adult supervision so you don't hurt yourself. Also, move your fingers out of the way. This was a little saw because it was a little bit tricky to get this to come off. But I did the front and the back very carefully, and then I was able to get it off. But you can see this was layered cardboard. So it's almost completely cut off. I sawed it a little bit more and it came off, but I do need to get my X-Acto and clean off the edge. It's a little bit uneven because the one in the TV show has a very flat top. So I just scored off a little bit off the top and it came right off, which was nice. Now it's nice and flat, but the back seems to still have fabric, so I have to tear that off. And when it got a little bit tricky, I just cut a little bit with the X-Acto very carefully and just tore off the rest and got rid of the little label. I'm also going to want to save the little feet, so we could just carefully take those off and save them. These will be glued back on all the way at the end when we're finished. So we're still tearing off the fabric off the front edge, and there's a little bit of foam, but I think I'll leave that there because it looks good. But I definitely need to vacuum my work area. It's very messy and I don't like working with a big pile of mess. So we're looking at the sides here, and the ones from the TV show are a little bit flat, and this couch doesn't really have flat sides. So I'm just gonna cut some of this cardboard. It's not very thick. It's easy to cut with my cardboard only scissors, and that'll fit perfect. But you do need to cut the edges to fit in that little spot. So we can use this one as a template, and it looks like it's going to fit just right. So let's just put it on top of this other piece of cardboard and use it as a template and cut around it. You can still shrink it down a little if it doesn't fit the spot, but I'll use some hot glue, put that there, and hopefully that's going to flatten this area out a little bit more so that it looks like the one in the show, because this does look like a different style couch, so we're going to try to make it look like the one in the basement. I cut off the extra excess cardboard. Now we can move on to the next stage, and that's going to be flatten out the tops because these look a little flatter in the picture. So I just cut a couple pieces of that cardstock, and I cut 2 pieces that are exactly the same, and I hot glued them to each side, and hopefully that'll make the couch look a little more squared off like the one in the sitcom. I'm going to flip it over just to press it down, and hopefully they get evenly glued. And let's hope that holds it. And the hot glue can cool off and get hard in a couple seconds, so that should work. And now we need to look for fabrics. I have a ton of fabrics from Joann's before they went out of business or closed, I'm not sure. But I have tons of swatches, but they're not specifically what I'm looking for. I need something very light yellow, kind of vintage looking, not too much of a pattern, so it's taking me a while to find something through my whole collection that looks close. And this can be a tedious process, but I am still looking, and I found this piece. I thought it looked just right, but I'm gonna have to use it inside out in order for it to look as close as possible to the couch without some texture. I don't think it has texture. It's more of a suede, but I don't have that available. So I'm going to take these little couch cushions, put them to the side, and start with a piece that's generous enough to cover the arms on the side. So as you can see, it's a rectangle piece. It's quite large, but I'm going to just drape it over the sides and see if I have enough, and it looks like I do. I even have a little bit of excess, so what I will do is check it and then cut the back. Has a little bit extra. We can cut this fringe off, and then we can start gluing it with the hot glue. And let's start with the bottom. I think that's going to look really good. So we'll just get a little bit of hot glue on the bottom edge and start with that. But don't forget, I almost forgot, some foam. That really helps these couches look so realistic and nice. I think if it's just cardboard, it looks really flat. So I cut 2 pieces, one for each side, and let's glue those on first right before I forgot. There we go. You can cut off the excess if you want to. Let's glue this one. This is gonna look perfect. Let's glue that on. And we'll do the same with the other side. So let's start with the bottom. I like to add the piece inside out with the darker part facing the inside, and we're gonna glue that, hold it, and wait for it to sort of cool off. And we're gonna put some glue on the inside trim. So that looks like it's ready to go. A little strip of glue there and on the side. And now let's fold it over carefully. You want to pull enough so that it looks tight, depending on the couch. It looks like this couch is kind of old and falling apart, but I'm still going to press tight. And on the back, you see the folded over part. You just add a little bit glue underneath so that when you fold it over, it easily just attaches itself. You could add a little bit of extra and just hold it into place. I felt like there was too much here, so I used my fabric scissors, cut that out. And let's do the same for the front here. Put a very small amount of glue. And you can see I only left about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch so that it folds over. You don't want to leave too much because then the fabric bundles up and you have to cut the excess off. So I'm just going to carefully add hot glue, and you can see my nails are always messed up, and I just gave up on them because I'm always getting scissors, hot glue, all kinds of stuff on them. So I'm just gonna leave them plain, and it looks like this looks just fine. We're gonna cover this front part later, but we glued it all down, and we're gonna do the same for the right side. So as you can see there, now that's done, let's move on to the back. And the back, I cut a piece that's closely gonna fit the back. I measured it a little bit by just holding the fabric to the back part, and then I fold the edges so they look clean. Now we can test this piece. A lot of testing before gluing and making sure, does this piece fit? Yes, and we have a little extra we could fold over and glue, and that'll make it look clean when you fold it over and glue it to the couch. So that looks like it's gonna work. Checking again before we glue, but the inside looks like there was a little bit of a problem. We needed some foam. So as you can see, I started to glue it in, and then the top edge looked really flat. So I think we need to add a little piece of foam back there. Now that it's ready to go, we'll add a little piece of foam. I'm gonna cut it, measure it. That looks so much better. I think I should have done that in the first place, but let's glue that foam first. Then we can glue the fabric over it. That looks a lot better, but there's a little bit of extra here, so we need to cut that off. And we're adding extra glue to the back because this is where the fabric folds over to the couch. So we fold it over tight enough so that it looks nice, no wrinkles. And those little parts were exposed, so I didn't really measure the best, but we can leave it since it's an old messy couch in a basement. But this is good for now. And now let's do the front bottom edge. You can see that it has a long strip, so we're gonna put some glue on the bottom and top, but first we're gonna check the piece, see if it works. We're gonna fold over the edge just to make it look clean when we glue it to the couch, and we can test it out here. And those sides will be covered later, but you can see I'm measuring where I need to fold it and glue it. So we could fold that little edge. Okay, that's gonna fit perfect. Now we're ready to glue it. So let's start with the bottom of the couch there. Hot glue, fold it over and put some glue on the top. There was some glue missing in the corners, so there we go. Now the top, we can fold it over and you'll see how nice it looks when you just pull it a little, make it tight. The glue gives you a few seconds to pull it over. There we go. Cut these little edges. These are going to be for the front because you can see it's exposed. You just have to cut the cardboard to fit and then round the top edges just a little bit and make them small enough so that once the fabric is wrapped around them and glued, it doesn't look too big. The part needs to be a little bit slightly smaller to give space for the fabric. So you leave about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch. And you cut the little rounded edge so that when it folds over, the fabric doesn't really bundle up. But you can just fold it over, press with your fingers, and it stays once the glue is not so hot. It gets warm and then it cools off and it totally stays. You can cut the little excess off. Look at that, it fits perfect. So now you can glue this piece to it carefully. There we go, and you're gonna wanna hold that one tight, because that one has a lot of layers. So let's hold that tight. Looking good. Now let's do the same for the other side. We got that one done. Let's glue it. Let's do the front edge. It looks like there's 2 little flaps. So let's do that. Cut another piece of a long rectangle. So for this part, a lot of this is going to be the same technique, which is measuring the piece. Let's fold over the bottom edge with glue. Fold that carefully, hold it for a few seconds, and let's also measure the corners. Everything's folded over and glued, but then in the middle, I add some hot glue and wait for it to cool off. Slightly warm, cut a little line. That way this fabric is not gonna fray. I thought that was pretty cool. Now we can glue that to the front edge, just like the one in the show. Very nice. Just put some little glue under it to make sure it stays down. There we go. Now we're gonna need to make the back cushions, and in the picture they look really small and flat. So let me see if I can use this cardboard with foam that the couch came with. Got a little damaged, but let's see if we can glue it together. Now first I want to get these cushions to fit in the back here, and they're a little bit big. So we're gonna have to cut them down a bit, especially because once you wrap them in fabric, they're gonna be thicker and take up more space. And they look like they're very flat if you look at the photo. So we got those cut down, and then there's this fabric that I needed for the couch cushions. It was so hard to find. I don't have anything that looks like it for now. So I'm just gonna get a similar looking fabric and just get some really watered down yellow acrylic paint. There we go, and just cover this in a really watery yellow paint, and I'm gonna blow dry it, and then we can move on to the next step when it's completely dry. So here it is, completely dry. I think I'll use this side, the inside out part, because it looks a little less, it looks just like the one from the show, close enough. So let's cut it down the middle. It's not wet, it's completely dry, and that's gonna help me glue it with the hot glue gun. We're gonna start by folding it over, but these little cushions need some foam. I almost forgot again. So let's cut that and then glue with a little glue dot, put some foam on each couch cushion. I think these are ready to go. The fabric is ready, so I'm not gonna glue the fabric to the top of the cushion. I'm just gonna start with gluing it from the bottom side. The glue doesn't go on the top of the cushion because sometimes it looks a little bit warped, so I just put glue only underneath the cushion where the bottom part is, where the glue goes. You carefully fold the edges over, and this little front edge will be made with another little piece of cardboard because I feel like it needs to be squared off a little bit more. So it's just cardboard with a folded over piece of fabric, and then you take the cushion out, glue it. And by the way, this is all sped up this video because it's a little bit long, so I wanted to make sure you watched it all. And let's work on the back couch cushions. We're going to cover those, put the glue on the back side, and then cut the excess fabric, fold it over, glue it. They're not exactly perfect, but this couch does look like a very old couch that's falling apart, so it's okay to be messy. It's a good practice couch too. So folded those over, looks pretty good, but the edges do need a little bit of trim. So I'm folding and gluing both sides of this little fabric. It's about 1 centimeter thick and it goes around the edge. So we're gonna put hot glue in the middle part and just glue it to the edge. I think that looks like the one from the show. Gonna do that for both sides, and you don't have to glue the full thing right away. You could just start with the middle and then glue the sides down, just because the hot glue is only good for a few seconds before it starts to get hard again. Glue the little sides down. See, that looks cool. Now we have to do that to the other side. That looks really nice when it's squished down. So we're gonna do that to that side. And there is a little green blanket behind these cushions. So this one had a nice texture and color, and you're just gonna fray the edges. Just pull off the edges, and then you see this nice little trim. So that will be nice right there. And all we have to do first is fold it over, put some hot glue. And then once that's ready, that'll fit really nice. We can put hot glue on the back, put a little bit more so that when you fold it and put it on the couch, you can crinkle it up a bit and smush it up. It'll look like the fabric is draping. That looks great. So let's put that cushion on there. Something else goes here too, so I'm going to use the other fabric and just fray that edge. And that'll look really nice once we glue that on. And we'll also use a lot of hot glue and crinkle it on, kind of smush it, and it looks like draped fabric. Very nice. So these are looking great. Now we can probably just, oh, there's one in the bottom corner. I forgot about that. It just looks like such a messy, colorful couch. Perfect. And now we can glue the cushions on. So they need to look a little smushed. So what I'm going to first do is glue the seat cushions, and then these are the ones that look smushed. So you put a lot of hot glue and just press it down and hold it. And it should stay after a few seconds, but keep pressing it until it looks real smushed. Same with this one. This one's going to have some duct tape. There is duct tape all over this couch. And the trick is I use real duct tape and it looks great. It just that gets a little bit sticky on your scissors, so I just cut a little bit and just put a lot of strips. I'll speed this part up for you so you can get an idea of how long it took, maybe 30 minutes to an hour just to cut and add these tiny little strips, but it's so perfect. It looks so cool. I did the same thing with Fraser's dad's sofa. He had duct tape. It's just so cute on these miniatures. We're gonna cut that because this couch had some big tears in it and you can see the foam. So just be very careful with the X-Acto. Make sure you have parent supervision. Keep your fingers away from it. It's sharp. There we go. So we're gonna cover this just like the one in the picture. You just have to look at the picture, but 4 glue dots for those little feet, and then flip it over, press down. This is almost done. Oh wait, we need to age it, of course. Let's get some pastels, and I got this old, kind of stiff old brush. I could have thrown this out a long time ago, but it's really nice for the pastels. It really scrapes in, gets a lot of color. I used sort of a dirty orange, black, any dark brownish sort of color, and just gently added it to the edges. This is the armrest. I feel like a lot of people would put their arms. Many years of arms will make it very dirty. That I accidentally got too much, but hey, I'll just leave it. It looks cool. So I'm just gonna add it to every little corner. Dark brown, a little bit of black, orange, maybe on the armrest a little bit more. And the more you age it, the cooler it looks. This looks great. What do you think? It's pretty close to the one from the show, but I'm very happy with it. And now we can move on to the table and the other parts, but don't forget to subscribe because then we could see what's coming next and how to make it.